What's different between you and everybody else that Canelo has fought? Has Canelo even brought your name up that he wants to?
I haven't heard him say nothing, but the difference between me is, man, I'm in there to fight, and I'm not just a brawler, man. I'm really technical. I start everything off my jab, and I
Why
think
didn't
that
you tell? Why didn't you talk about that when Canelo was here? Why didn't you ask Canelo did he want to fight him?
Dude, I
this
messed up.
dude
I asked him at the very end.
Yeah.
when the cameras are off.
Ellie's got it. I know he's got the clip. I know he's got it. Canelo believes it too. He when last time he was at you have the script from the end because I had mentioned David, and he looked up. So he was like sitting down, and I said, "Yeah, what about David Benavidez?" And he like looked up right away. He's like, he's dangerous. So when somebody respects you like that at his stature.
All right, who is better, Benavidez or Charlo, in your opinion?
Both fighters are great. Both fighters are great fighters. I can pick one because they are good fighters.
On the show, though, with you and Mike Tyson, Triple C had asked Canelo, what's your thoughts on Benavidez? He responded with, he's a dangerous fighter. Is that the reason you believe, he got you last on his hit list?
Yeah, I feel like everybody knows, man. Everybody is. It's not a secret. Yeah, I feel like it's not anymore. Everybody knows I'm a dangerous fighter, and everybody knows that I don't come to play, and they have to be extremely ready for me. I'm hungry. I work extremely hard, and I'm a devastating puncher. So I feel like everybody knows, but I feel like out of the whole bunch of the 168 pounders, I feel like if Canelo's putting anybody out, for a while, it's going to be me because I am the most dangerous fighter. But after this, after it gets through Caleb Plant, I feel like there's going to be no more fighters. So that puts me in a good position. So I'm sure I'm going to be next in line, because people have been calling for it. I'm ranked #1 in the WBC, so I mean, it has to happen.
What was your take on Canelo turning down a 3-fight deal for a lot of money, which would have included you by PBC?
Like Canelo, he doesn't want anybody to tell him what to do. I feel like he wants to be the boss. So if he wants to fight with Daz in one fight, then PBC one fight, and then maybe with whoever else is left top rank or whatever, I think that's what he's more interested in doing. I feel like the contract with the 3-fight deal with PBC made a lot of sense, but I feel like he just, at the end of the day, he just wants to be the boss and he wants to be in charge of everything, and he doesn't want to be stuck down to one promotion.
Now you set to face Kyron Davis, who had a draw with Anthony Darrell, a common opponent that you fought before. You are ranked #1 on the WBC. So will the winner of this fight be mandated to fight Canelo?
I don't know. We just have to wait and see. This fight was supposed to be a WBC IBF title eliminator, and it's not no more. So, I mean, like I said, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, keep winning these fights, keep looking impressive, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I think my spot still stands because my last fight was the WBC title eliminator. So, we got to see what happens.
So either way, that shouldn't make a difference of you being the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, my spot is already there. So we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know. Things could change always. I mean, I feel like I deserve this spot. I've worked hard. I worked for that spot. So I definitely should be the next one to fight Canelo.
Congratulations, David.
Thank you.
I noticed that, at the end, after the fight, you asked the crowd, who do you want to see me fight? And do you want to see me fight Canelo? And the crowd erupted. You think Canelo heard those cheers?
I hope so. I don't know, but it just felt really good. Just getting the crowd involved in it. I haven't fought with the live audience in 2 years, and it's boring, honestly, when there's no audience in there. So now I have the people. I feel like, the people are very excited for anything I do because every time I come to fight, I make it a war. And they love the way I fight. So if they want to see me fight Canelo, they want to see me fight Charlo, whoever they want to see me fight, they know it's going to be a 100% guaranteed great fight. So, I mean, I'm ready for whoever. I've been professional 8 years already. Next year is going to be my 9th year professional, almost a decade in boxing. I'm barely 24. Right. So, I've been boxing 21 years, so my whole life is, and now it's time to take the big risks because it's, I want it. Win, lose, or draw, I'm always going to put 100% into it, and I'm going to work extremely hard, and I feel like I can beat the best right now.
If he's watching, any message to Canelo? And if not a message, why does David Benavidez beat him?
Well, I mean, I think the fans speak for itself. The fans been calling for this fight for a long, long time, and there's nobody else for Canelo to fight. I feel like I'm a bigger guy, I'm a stronger guy, I have a lot of speed. Obviously a lot of people say that Canelo, I'm an easy walk in park for Canelo, but they say that about all my opponents. I don't have defense, I don't have nothing, but I would rather get hit, so I know when I get in the ring with the fighters, it's a completely different story. I know how strong I am, I know how much pressure I put on, and I know how these guys tend to break down towards the end of the fight. I know a fight with Canelo won't be easy, but I'm willing to get my heart and my soul in that ring to get the victory, and I know I could get it done. But like I said, I'm gonna let the fans keep going for it. I'm gonna keep winning my fights. Exactly, I'm doing it dominant fashion. My last 5 fights, there's been no competition. No competition. I just go in there, I walk guys down, and I'm not just throwing one punch. I'm throwing punches and bunches. I'm doing stuff that no other 168-pounder does. Combinations, 6-7 punch combinations, body shots, great jabs. You know what I mean? So I feel like I deserve that fight. So I'm gonna keep until I get that fight. I'm gonna keep knocking down whoever they put in front of me. If they want to put 5 guys in front of me, want to do another title limit, that's fine. I'll do that until I get the fight with Canelo. But the fans gonna keep asking for that fight. I've been #1 contender for 3 fights already, since 3 fights. So we'll keep going. I don't mind beating anybody. I don't mind keep beating these guys to get to that spot because I know I'm better than everybody. And I'll just prove it in the ring.
It seems like Canelo is on a Europe tour right now. He stated that he's not interested in fighting Mexican fighters. What's your thoughts on that statement, knowing the rich history of the Mexican tradition, Barrera Morales, the classic legendary wars? So what's your thoughts on Canelo claiming that he no longer going to fight Mexicans?
If that's what he wants to do, then that's on him. That's his opinion. If that's the route he wants to go, then, let him do whatever he wants to do. I feel like he's cash cow right now. He calls the shots. So, at the end of the day, the only ones that are going to miss out good fights and action are the fans. There's a lot of good Mexican fighters that would love to fight him, but I feel like, he's trying to go another route. But for me, I feel like that's why I'm calling everybody out right now. I feel like it's very hard to get that fight with him right now, especially since I don't have a belt. But if I beat, 2 or 3 of these top guys, man, then he's not going to have an option but to fight me because there's going to be too much people calling for that fight. And that's why right now, I feel like I'm a young veteran and I have 8 years professional. I've been a professional for 8 years, since I was 15 years old. I'm 24 now, and now I just want a little bit more excitement. I want to go against some bigger guys. I want to go up against some big names, and I want to get them good fights in because at the end of the day, I'm just here to prove myself to you guys too. I want that title to being the best pound for pound. I want to be the best, and I just want to prove myself to not only to the fans but to myself that I am the best, and all the work I'm doing is for a reason. So that's why I'm calling everybody. I'm willing to fight anybody in this weight class. It does not matter to me. I would fight anybody. And at the end of the day, I feel like my style is a crowd pleasing style. I go up there, and I go, I brawl with the brawlers, man, and I can chase down the boxers too. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever style presents itself, I will always prevail against anybody. It doesn't matter.
Obviously, Canelo, he was not interested in you when you had a title. How do you feel that obviously Canelo Alvarez did fight Hispanic fighters in the past, even Mexican fighters, the likes of Chavez Jr., Lopez, Angulo? They didn't present that much threat as you do. So is that pretty much the story? Is that they don't present the threat you bring to the table?
Well, just look at the styles, man. Most of those guys, I'm stronger. I'm faster. I'm younger. I'm a true 168-pounder. So there's going to be a lot of problems that present itself. And I feel like I'm a big threat to Canelo. But I feel like, as a boxing, not only just being a professional boxer myself, but as a fan too, I feel like if I get him in 2 years, the fight will be way bigger than it is right now. A year or 2 years. That's why I want to go through all these guys to prove myself and to earn my spot. I've never been given nothing in boxing. So if I got to earn my spot to fight Canelo, then I'm going to earn my spot. Imagine if I beat Charlo, if I beat Caleb Plant, and then I go to fight Canelo. That fight's 100 times bigger than we'll even be right now. And this fight, it's still huge if it happens now. But if that's what I got to do, if I got to prove myself, then I'm all up for it. It doesn't matter to me. Right now, I want the best of the best. And whoever I get, I'm going to beat.
You're the youngest 168 champion of all time that won the title at 20 years old. There's no secret about that. Now, obviously, Canelo is fighting for your title against Avini, who's coming off a loss and a 2-year layoff. Canelo been receiving a lot of backlash because he's on the top pound for pound, and he's fighting a guy coming off a loss when the fans wanted him to fight you for that belt, since you pretty much got stripped of the belt due to a miscalculation in weight. So
hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.